Since President Donald Trump's inauguration in January, federal immigration authorities, with the help of state law enforcement, say they have arrested thousands of undocumented immigrants in Texas. On a special episode of Inside the Investigation, we tell the story of how a traffic stop in front of a public school led federal authorities to transport a family of 5, including their U.S.-born children, out of the country over a matter of days. On a Thursday morning in late April, during school drop-off, Texas Highway Patrol followed a white truck as it pulled over on the backside of Dobie Middle School in Austin. The school student body is predominantly Hispanic, according to data from the school district. School surveillance video shows students were sitting outside, waiting for classes to start, when 2 troopers walked up to the driver's side of the truck.
Hey, Highway Patrol, hey, reach stop these for your vehicle being unregistered, okay? You speak English? No. No? Okay.
Body camera and dash camera video our team obtained shows one of the troopers, who spoke Spanish, asking the driver questions. Like how long had they lived there, and whether the woman in the passenger seat, who the driver said was his wife, had a Texas driver's license. The entire interaction lasted minutes before the troopers walked back to their vehicle to run the license the driver handed them. But minutes after the trooper walked back to their car, you see a masked, plainclothes man with a vest labeled federal agent come from behind the Highway Patrol vehicle, pull the driver out of the front seat of the white truck, and handcuff him. The driver, according to the Texas Department of Public Safety, was Omar Gallardo Rodriguez. The woman next to him was Denise Parra Vargas. According to federal and state officials, both were undocumented immigrants from Mexico. The school surveillance video showed that throughout the stop, an unmarked black car was parked behind the trooper's vehicle. DPS said at least one of the troopers who conducted the traffic stop over expired plates was assigned to a regional tactical strike team working alongside Homeland Security investigations. DPS officials said the strike teams were developed at the direction of Texas Governor Greg Abbott. The teams are focused on detecting criminal activity, including the arrest of criminal illegal immigrants in Texas. Body camera video shows a DPS trooper pulling Rodriguez's wife, Parra Vargas, out of the car too. Then, the federal agent, flanked by troopers, began asking the couple about their children. The couple told them one of their kids was born in Mexico, but their youngest 2 were born in the United States.
Does she have somebody that can pick up the kids and bring them to the office?
When the federal agent asked where her kids were, Parra Vargas told them they were at school, and she's heard saying, "I want to take them with me, please. I don't want them here by themselves." At some point, 2 staffers for the Dobie Middle School Family Resource Center walked out and asked officers what was going on.
Why?
Are they being detained?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Let's walk over here.
Yeah, I just were from the school and wondered what's going on.
We can talk over here.
Great.
So we can conduct a traffic stop, okay?
Right.
All right. Both of them are not supposed to be here. They both have orders to be deported, and they have evaded those orders for deportation. So that's what we're trying to figure out now. So we're good to go.
All right.
If you want to go back and resume normal business, there's no threat, nothing like that. They just happen to pull down the street, and that's where we're at.
Gotcha.
So we're good. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Y'all take care.
Are we allowed to photograph?
No.
Why not?
From over there.
good.
That's what we're asking.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement stated that Omar Rodriguez had been deported 3 times before and had been convicted of driving under the influence and family violence while in the U.S. The Department of Homeland Security said in 2019, a judge had issued an order for his wife, Parra Vargas, to leave the country too. The interaction with the strike team went on for at least an hour. Rodriguez was in handcuffs for most of it, with Parra Vargas standing next to him making phone calls. At times, holding the phone up to her husband's ear. At one point, Rodriguez tries to comfort his wife, telling her not to cry, be calm. God knows what he's doing, he said. Later, the federal agent told the couple what would happen next.
He'll go with us, and then when she comes back tomorrow, we'll send them all together as a family, and we won't prosecute him since he's been deported before.
According to DHS, ICE, and the legal support team for the couple's family, federal authorities eventually transported the entire family, including the 2 U.S.-born children, to Mexico. The family's removal from the country sparked concern and outrage from community members, including Austin Democrat U.S. Congressman Greg Casar.
Let's not be deporting U.S. citizen children, and let's use our federal law enforcement resources like ICE on real safety threats, not on separating families and making our communities worse off.
In a tweet and later a statement, the Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin pushed back on the assertion that the federal government is deporting American children, saying rather than separate families, ICE was asking mothers if they wanted to be removed with their children, or if they wanted ICE to place the children with someone safe the parent designates. She added, in this case, Para Vargas was taken into ICE custody and chose to bring her children with her to Mexico. There are still a lot of unanswered questions about the traffic stop that led to federal authorities sending this family to Mexico, including questions for DPS about why its strike team was operating in this area. The agency has not responded to that question. There's also the question of how school district leaders responded to immigration enforcement happening so close to their campus. The district has not answered that question. However, in a statement, Austin ISD officials did say the district and its police force have no authority to instruct another law enforcement agency on where and when they can enforce laws. Thank you for listening to this episode of Inside the Investigation. We release a new episode every Friday morning on the KXAN Investigates podcast. You can also watch us on our KXAN Plus app, which is available on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku. See you next time.